Let's bring in Jaime Lynn. Jaime lives near the airport. Jaime, thanks for joining us. I know you took a video, posted it to TikTok. Describe to me what it is you saw and heard.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was just a normal Wednesday night here in Crystal City. Aside from some regular airport noise pollution, which we really hear 24/7, we have a direct line of sight to the airport. I hopped on Facebook and I looked in our local Arlington community group, and the first thing I saw was that there was a plane crash. Kind of had to rub my eyes at first because I hadn't heard anything. So I look out my window, and as you can see in the video here, just hundreds of EMS on the scene. And even to this moment, it has now been almost 3 hours since the initial impact. We still have a lot of emergency response teams coming in. So.
Yeah, and Jaime, I'm wondering that view that you have and that video that you took. I know when I saw the first pictures of the response this evening and realized how big it was, how dramatic and devastating this evening was going to be. I'm wondering, my heart sank. I'm wondering what your first reaction was when you saw that kind of response.
It's hard to find the words for it. I think living here in D.C., we kind of inherently feel this immunity, right? Like, we have one of the strictest no-fly zones in the world here. Any aircraft that flies over this region is heavily monitored and tracked, and you know what is flying, who is flying. So when you kind of have this safety blanket stripped from you, you can't imagine. What was hard for me is not only do I and my loved ones constantly fly in and out of this airport on regional jets, just like the one we saw, you can't put into words the impact of the tragedy. And the worst bit was I look out the window and you see the reflection of the light from the rescue helicopters on the water. And at that point, you know what they're looking for. And your heart just goes out to everyone. And just for some context, for anyone who's not familiar with this layout, where that plane crashed, you are just a couple hundred feet from the runway. When I'm at that point of the path, I'm texting my loved ones that I'm home and that I'm safe. And you just aren't until you're on the ground. So there aren't words for this situation. It's really horrible. And it being right outside my window is just, there's no escape. So it's a lot.
Jaime Lynn, you put it into context for us. We all feel the same way you do when we look out. When you look out the window, we look at the video. Everybody flies. Everybody's been in a situation that has been scary. It is a very safe form of travel, but when something like this happens, it shakes the entire nation. Jaime Lynn, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. I appreciate it.